This video is intended to describe a stationary power pack mounted atop of a dreamcatcher as the platform, named Terra Nueva, also known as New Earth. Joining me today will be my whimsical stick figure chakra map for visual guide reference Q, and we'll get right into it. So this primary power pack seen right here is of the Terra Nueva resonance, which I'll be describing momentarily as I notarize some of the basic functional scaffolding, as well as the transmutation ratio seen around here, all terminated to a spiral of the primary wire running like so, condensing like a spiral into this clear quartz pyramid functioning as the apex focus. So that's kind of an overview of the concept, of course, adhered to a tried and true, amazing, beautiful rendition of a dreamcatcher, with the lovely feathers, as well as little augmentations of lapis, rutilated quartz, and turquoise. But this is where I get more concise and focused, then work my way through the entire dissertation. Starting off with the power pack right here being the Terra Nueva New Earth frequency as the central component of this device. We'll start off the blade band with clear quartz to be a neutral acceleration of the energy into moss green agate, the most stabilized heart chakra stem in the mineral kingdom, to bring a very terrestrial stabilization of the green ray, into rutilated quartz to dramatically intensify the energy between moss green agate once again, then clear quartz, then moss green agate, then into golden healer quartz seen right here, which is the quintessential gold white light source energy alignment frequency. So like previously mentioned about the Terra Nova platform, the big aspect right here is the stabilization of the terrestrial physical heart, accelerated into the source emanation range to simulate the gold white light source frequency current in one ignition sequence. And the big prerogative there to indeed be the New Earth portal, or Terra Nueva, is to have the transference of celestial source energy into the stabilized green ray of the heart chakra in the most stabilized format possible. That is, in a nutshell, the prerogative of the Terra Nova concepts. Terra Nueva concepts, I should say. So that'd be the primary blade banding of the device seen right here. I'll go ahead and discuss the intricacies of this power pack before I move on. Starting off with black lava rock or basalt, which is a very fantastic fiery energy down from volcanic activity, obviously. So that brings, of course, the context of Mother Earth's meridians, or veins, if you would, of the life force flow, seen here in the primordial fiery energy. Then right here is White Ray Scoicite, a fantastic stone divinity for the 6th and 7th chakras, the quintessential stone divinity, if you would. Then into Infinitite, a very special variety of serpentine that is very lovely for a full light body stimulation from top to bottom, of course, as well as a decrystallization of any patterns that be impeding the natural healthy light body flow. Then going into Seraphinite. Seraphinite, a fantastic stone named after the Seraphim Archangels, is obviously green in indication, which has a very nice heart chakra stimulation, yet it has also a full light body stimulation and works very impeccably to dismantle any patterns of dis-ease from the top to bottom of the auric field, and is a true master healer in that regard. Then right here would be Oceanic Calcite, which was literally tumbled by the ocean of white calcite. White calcite by itself is a fantastic full, clear, stagnant energy from the energy body. Yet this specimen, of course, was tumbled by the ocean for a very long time to literally shape it. So the indelible influence of the oceanic clearing capacity is represented in this crystal very nicely. Then right here is another dose of golden healer quartz in a heavier concentration to be that impeccable gold white light source Christ frequency emanation alignment, that of the central heart of creation, which is the big prerogative here, in a nice heavier dose for that purpose, as well as a clear quartz point right here, terminated to the very apex of this, so actually is a focus point, unobstructed as possible, so the broadcast range actually broadcasts that way, in opposite to the rose quartz pyramid back here. So that'd be the simplistic aspect of the Terra Nueva power pack right there, with the main heart, the clear quartz, being the neutral programmable designated carrier of the construct, as well as selenite, seen both here on sides, as well as black kyanite. Selenite is a fantastic 6th, 7th, 8th non-physical chakra all the way to the Godhead stimulant, which can work as a two-way connection to the higher self in communion with the conscious self, as well as it brings a high-frequency induction that can burn off all stagnant energies from top to bottom of the auric field, making it a true master healer. And the capacity also in the spirit tool is taking this entire frequency pitch in a closed loop circuit for what has been mentioned for this power pack, and not to mention the transmutation ratio or the pyramid. It can take all these frequencies in conjunction through the main vein that is the primary wire seen right here, that all these other frequencies are terminated to. It can purify the entire vibratory output, which is very advantageous. It can also take all these frequencies and harmonize them and generate equilibrium, and take the entire frequency pitch and amplify. So when you have the aspect of the purification, harmonization, and amplification, it always makes for the grounds for a triumphant trio for any given spirit tool that passes through my hands into distribution. Then having the heavier concentration of black kyanite seen on both sides makes a very rapid grounding of all excess energy through the root chakra very quickly. Black kyanite is one of the most rapid calibration bridge points to actually ensure the grounded contact patch reacts very dynamically to ensure that the energy is grounded to Mother Earth at a very consistent rapid transfer ratio, which can also work like a surge protector, if you would, when it comes to excess energy that needs to be discharged into Earth for the highest good in that capacity. So then right here, this second auxiliary blade band is that of the transmutation ratio. Starting off with smoky quartz and hematite in conjunction, offset all the way around this perimeter for a distinct purpose. Smoky quartz is a fantastic grounder of negativity into positivity by taking all excess energy, like a composting device if you would, to ground all the energy through the root into the earth stars, into the earth meridian matrix reprocessing, which is very, very nice. Then in conjunction with the iron-based hematite to be a strong grounder that can take all stray radial energies, ground it through the root chakra, into the earth stars, into the earth for reprocessing. So the two together is what I consider the transmutation ratio, to take all the excess energy in tandem and ground it through the root into the earth for reprocessing, which can also work as a layer of etheric Teflon, as well as consistent etheric energetic dialysis for reprocessing of energy, which is very, very helpful, as well as another way to ensure the exotic range of this frequency indeed has a grounding pathway to ground into the earth for reprocessing and turn negativity into positivity, transmutation. So that's why that perimeter is quite essential to have around here. And like I mentioned, this perimeter, of course, is wire up to the primary wire seen right here that will run into a spiral like so, getting more condensed, more condensed, more condensed until it gets to a focus of rose quartz pyramid. So, of course, the pyramid is a very famous symbol of magical broadcasting purposes, of taking an apex of energy and giving a distinct sharp focus. Hence the famed pyramids of Giza across the world at this point, the pyramids. It makes for a very powerful way to take the base of the platform and condense and focus the energy, which will be very advantageous in a stationary mount device hung in a room to broadcast the pink ray rose quartz at a consistent rate. Now, of course, it's based off a lovely dreamcatcher crafted by a Navajo artist, which is very nice. And these feathers, classic First Nation homage honoring of the winged ones, have little augmentations themselves of turquoise, rutilated quartz, and lapis lazuli for the purpose of bringing a heavy fifth chakra focus. So both of these stones of the blue ray are quite literally the favorites of millions for thousands of years for a very good reason. Turquoise is quite the world-famous metaphysical stone that is quite beautiful and also quite potent in metaphysical purposes. And the aspect of turquoise being the combination of earth, fire, water, and wind through the fifth ray focus bring a great aspect of notoriety to wholeness of oneself in truth and who they are. Then the rutilated quartz works as an acceleration into lapis lazuli, another quintessential stone of antiquity of metaphysical value, being a fundamental 5th and 6th chakra stimulant, which is very excellent for higher truth aspects, obviously. So that brings a very nice truth induction frequency to maintain the higher parameters of one's consciousness in a stationary containment field, if you would. With these lovely feathers that I do believe actually are authentic hawk, which is really cool. So that'd be basically the notarization taken care of very quickly, much faster than I anticipated, as well as this little bead of turquoise right here actually came installed in the dreamcatcher, fun fact. So it had one crystalline alloy already installed before the heavy augmentation took place, seen here in the end result. So the big aspect why this is an important premise is that this will be suspended from the roof, obviously, with its own primary wire to fortify, which will, of course, help with the weight ratio, because it's a little heavier than it was beforehand. And so each of these wires pulled together are rated for roughly 4 pounds each, so it has roughly a 12-pound threshold ratio of weight, which is definitely not 12 pounds, so which should sustain its life's longevity in a hanging position based on the pre-existing platform that was built off of it. So, the big premise of why this is pretty fantastic, this is the first rendition of a dreamcatcher platform in many years, particularly anything that's been actually gone into distribution, which is a whole new prototype to be expanded upon, which is rather exciting. And it's, of course, like the other Terra Nueva constructs, is the best rendition possible with crystalline vibrations to bring in that new Earth stabilized celestial portal into reality. And to have a nice love frequency apex on the other side of this power pack to focus the energy of the pink ray of love, which of course is a perfect heart stimulation antithesis to the green ray concentration of this construct, with a nice grounding and purification contingency around the perimeter as a whole. Well, by golly. I'm rather surprised it took me only about 13 minutes or so to actually conclude this video. So, in premise, this construct, of course, is designed to be a stationary device to be suspended in the room, like mentioned, and to bring a stabilized new Earth frequency portal, and to purify a room, obviously, and have a great homage to First Nation traditions of medicine. Well, I guess that'd be it. 1,000 blessings, and may the Force be with us all.